So, anyways, Hank, we got some big news since the last time we were on. Mr. Tony Romo is retiring. How does your lady, Miss Kelly, feel about that?
Yes.
She's happy that she's happy he's not going to another team. Like
that's kind of selfish.
She's been worried about it for a while. She was worried about it since the beginning of the season. She was like, I'm gonna cry, and you're gonna have to comfort me if he retires. I don't know what I'm gonna do. Like, my heart will be lost. But like, he retired, and she was like, as long as he's not going to another team, I don't care. Like, hey, he'll be a broadcaster. He's broadcasting three Cowboys games, late games of the week. Oh, okay. So she listened to "I Will Remember You." I will remember you.
Oh gosh. Yeah, I mean, I think, okay, here's a quick question. We're gonna, on this topic, quick answers, not super long, but do you think he's a Hall of Famer?
Oh, well, no. Unfortunately not.
Kelly thinks he's a Hall of Famer.
I don't think he'll get in. I think he'll be in
He's a Hall of Famer in her heart.
And, of course, in Dallas lore, he's statistically the best quarterback that's ever played for them.
Yeah, he's going to go down as one of the...
He'll be in the Dallas Ring of Honor.
See, the thing is with Tony Romo, and this is what I've come to understand about Tony Romo. Tony Romo couldn't survive in any other system but Dallas. Dallas basically brought him up and was raised by Dallas. Jerry Jones. And I think that's one of the main facts or one of the main reasons why, he didn't want to go to another team because he didn't want to relearn the playbook. He didn't want to relearn a system at 37 years old where he's been stuck in the trenches of the same system. Because you know how the Cowboys are. They don't really change. They just wait till it comes back their way.
Well, Jerry was always his number one biggest supporter. Like from especially during this last season, when Dak Prescott was playing well, Jerry Jones was still like, well, Tony's still my quarterback, okay? Give me some glory hole.
It was always about Tony, yeah. I mean, it was always about Tony. Even when Dak was starting, you could tell Jerry Jones, because remember all the jokes that everyone used to say about like, he's gonna just give it right back to Tony Romo, like right when the playoffs start, he's gonna start. Everyone was scared that he was gonna pull the trigger on putting Tony Romo back in and pull Dak Prescott. Because he loved Tony Romo so much.
Because he's been a part of the franchise for so long. It's hard to get rid of something you know. It's tough to get rid of something that you're used to.
So I have no voice, but I'm jumping on a little. So Tony was on a Dallas radio show 3 years ago talking about how it wouldn't mean as much going to another team and winning a Super Bowl and already like just being that missing piece, which he would be in Houston. He was like, there's something special about grinding it out with the people that you've started with and worked so hard with and for. And he's like, I just wouldn't feel good about just being like a little fill-in in another team that is like already set up to be the perfect Super Bowl package. He also has 2 little kids, another one on the way. Being the number one guy on CBS isn't an opportunity that comes along very often, if ever. So he basically said, I could compete tomorrow, but I'm choosing to do broadcasting.
He's also basically replacing the most boring man on television. Let's be honest here. I don't think anybody likes Phil Simms. Yeah.
Oh, thank God. Yeah, thank God. Now we need to get rid of Joe Buck. And then I think Troy Aikman's concussions are coming back to get him.
And Kelly, I completely agree with you because I was thinking about like Tony Romo going to another team. That would almost be like if Ben Roethlisberger, as much as I don't like him, if he played for any other team beside the Steelers, it wouldn't feel right. Yeah. You know what I mean?
It wouldn't.
And Tony's an emotional guy. I mean, he doesn't. You can't really tell most of the time, but he's not going to want to do that to Jerry and play for another team. He's not going to feel like he's like he's there. It's not what he knows.
Yeah.
No, yeah, he has, and he has a home in Dallas and everything like that, and so I mean, well, here's to Tony Romo. We'll tip our hats to him and everything like that. He had a great career, and it was fun watching him. I remember one of the best games I ever watched was that shootout with Peyton Manning.
The Broncos one.
He will go down as one of the greatest undrafted players ever, and he really revolutionized how we scout quarterbacks. If you want to list all the people that were drafted.
So this is a list of all the players that were drafted, the quarterbacks that were drafted in 2003. Number 1, Carson Palmer, probably the most successful player on this list. Byron Leftwich, Kyle Bowler, Rex Grossman, Dave Rigoni or Dave Rigone.
Sexy Rexy Grossman.
Sexy Rexy. Chris Sims, the son of the guy who replaced him. Brian St. Pierre, Drew Henson, who also played for the Cowboys and played baseball. Brooks Bollinger, I remember he played for the Jets. Cliff Kingsbury, he's coaching Texas Tech. Gebron Hamdan and Ken Dorsey started a little bit for the 49ers in 2004. I remember, but yeah, he is the best quarterback on that list. He wasn't drafted. So sad.
Well, I mean, there's a lot of undrafted free agents that end up being really good. I mean, the year Arian Foster got drafted, look at all the running backs that were ahead of him, and if it weren't for injuries and that guy literally not being able to hold his groin and legs together, he would have been one of the best. That guy was great, but I mean, he just always got hurt, and I feel like Tony Romo was always getting beat up too.
Yeah. And it comes to your health as well. You're not going to give your body up to some guy who's going to use you for 2 years. You're going to give your body up for Jerry Jones because he paid you all that money for so long. That's the only reason why you go that long, and that's the only reason why you'd want to keep playing is because you're in Dallas trying to win that championship. So exactly. I completely understand the reason why he left. It's completely understandable.
So 2008, broken finger. 2010, broken collarbone. We all remember that one was against the Giants. Broken ribs and punctured lung against the 49ers. 2013, he had back surgery after that Redskins game. 2014, he had a back injury and broken ribs, but he still played through it. And then 2015, fractured clavicle against Jordan Hicks and the Eagles, and then another one against the Carolina Panthers. He had didn't he have 2 broken clavicles in one season? Mm-hmm. Wasn't fully repaired. And then a broken bone in the back. Of course, it was an unfortunate slide against the Seattle Seahawks in the preseason. Shouldn't have even been out there, in my opinion. But that was really his fault because he should have had eyes in the back of his head.